How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I want to talk about Xpeng Motors, or XPEV. Now, before the market opens on Monday, I do want to recommend that you guys look into these companies, NIO and Xpeng, because they are Chinese companies. And if you know, Joe Biden he's a projected winner. So for 2020, and if he wins, then these companies are going to go up beyond, unimaginable numbers. They're going to hit unimaginable numbers, especially with his campaign and the way he was talking about, being more environmentally friendly and stuff. It's going to benefit these companies, guys. These are EV makers, and he supports China. That's what Joe Biden is about. He's about China. So if you know, like I said, if you know, it's gonna boost these stocks like Tesla, XPEV, also NIO. You guys are in a good position if he wins. If he doesn't win, then I still think these companies are going to be successful long term either way. But another thing, if you guys are new to investing for some reason, there's a lot of links in the description of my videos. Check them out. One of the links is for Webull, and you guys can sign up using it, and you guys will get up to 3 free stocks. So you basically get started investing with free money, and who doesn't like free money, right? I mean, I didn't do that when I didn't take advantage of that opportunity when I started my Webull account, but it's whatever, it happens. Definitely do that though. Don't miss out if you're new to investing. Also, subscribe to my channel if you want to stay updated on XPEV and also NIO. And I want to talk about the price, right? So XPEV is $34, so it's lagging behind NIO. NIO is around $42, $41. So they're about $10 to $12 apart. But XPEV right now, you can see this right here in the trading view graph, or the chart. There's a lot of gaps right here. There's a lot of consolidation that needs to take place around these price levels between $27 to $30 before we can go beyond $35. So I think that the stock may actually fall back though temporarily back to around $30, $29, and then build that support level like we've seen back here at $20. It's been at 20. Actually, it was always around the $20 range since September, and all of a sudden in November when NIO went up and skyrocketed like $10, so did XPEV. So I do think that there needs to be support built around here around $27 to $30 before we can go beyond like this price level that we're at right now. And also there's also another gap right here. This is a lot smaller, but there's a gap between $22 and $24. So who knows, we could also fall back down to that area. But if that happens, then just know that we're going to build support around there, and that's going to create a lot of consolidation, and that's going to help us propel much higher in the price. So that's a good idea to look into that, to see, if you guys are looking to short it. I wouldn't really short it right now, because it could also just go up beyond what it is right now, just due to Joe Biden being a projected winner, like I said. So just on Monday, decide what you're gonna do. If you see a lot of buying volume and call options being bought for the next few weeks, then definitely go, put your money into it, just like what's going on with NIO, I guess, with the unusual options activity and stuff. But I do also want to mention this TradingView post that someone made. So he's mentioning that this is where the price could fall back down to, is like the $30 line or range, because how there's a like 10% gap right here between, like I mentioned, from $27 to $30. There's also a 4% gap, which is a lot smaller, but it's the $21 to $24 gap right here. And right now, it's apparently, according to this post, it's being way overbought. But because there's a lot of volume, you see the volume right here, these bars right here that are green, right here on this post. So it just shows that like there is being overbought, and eventually it's going to go down to a retracement if people sell at this price level, because there's a lot of investors who bought at 20, now they're $14 a share in the profit. So that's going to be good news for them. They made a ton of money. They could sell it and then rebuy it again as it goes up to around 27, 30, and beyond that again. So it's going to be people that are going to be making money on this continually because of the volatility and stuff. So I want to mention that Xpeng is a 25 billion market cap automaker. So the price is $34, but they have less outstanding shares than like NIO. So NIO has around 1.3 billion outstanding shares, while Xpeng has 719 million outstanding shares. So that's basic supply and demand. So there's less shares, so that creates more demand for Xpeng. And with Neo, there's a lot of dilution, but I still think the price can go higher regardless. I mean, there's other companies like BYD that these companies right here, like BYD's been around for longer, but this one, there's obviously a lot more shares than with Neo. There's about almost 3 billion outstanding shares with BYD, and the price of this per share is about $194. So we could see Neo get beyond that, actually, just because it has half of what BYD has in outstanding shares. So that's also a possibility. But Xpeng, it has even less than than Neo, around half of what Neo has in outstanding shares. So Xpeng is just built to go higher, either regardless. So the market cap could be lower, but the price per share is going to be higher regardless for Xpeng. And with Neo, the market cap is going to be way higher, but the price is going to be lower than that. So like you have 56 billion market cap right here for Neo, but the price per share is $40. So I definitely can see Neo reaching a 100 billion market cap soon, but the price will be around $80, $85 per share. For us to get to the $100 per share for Neo, the market cap has to be a lot higher, because there's already a lot of outstanding shares. So like I said, would have to be like 120 billion for the market cap for Neo. Now Tesla is in a great position because the market cap's 400 billion and the price per share is around there. So yeah, that's just the way I'm looking at that, and just looking at market caps. The G3 smart SUV is their cheaper car. Their P7 is a more expensive sedan that they're offering. They already have a lot of locations, not as much as Neo and Tesla, but they have a bunch of experience in sales centers. Also, they have a few of the delivery and service centers for Xpeng. They offer the auto finance, so you're able to finance this just like Neo. I don't know how much they differ from Neo, but they do offer the Xpeng app, which is similar to the Neo app, I guess. So Xpeng is offering a 50% discount on the supercharging, and this is for 5 years and 100,000 kilometers. So this is offered to the Xpeng G3 users, which is their smart SUVs that you see here. They offer the home charging piles as well, like a lot of other EV makers. They do have access to third-party charging networks as well. That's pretty standard. And supercharging stations as well. They look pretty cool. It looks like that, like XRP, if you know, XRP symbol, the X. All right. Anyway, Xpeng delivered 3,000 vehicles in October 2020, so they're up 229% year over year. And the 2020 total deliveries reached 17,000, up 64% year over year, which is still massive. The monthly deliveries exceeded 3,000 units for 2 consecutive months. So the month of September as well was a big month for Xpeng, and I think this is going to be the trend here, just like with Neo. I do want to mention like the prices as well of these vehicles. So if you want to, hold on, where is it at? It's right here. Yeah. So if you want to get your hands on the G3 SUV, it's going to cost anywhere between 146,000 to 200,000 RMB. Which ends up being about $33,000. But if you want to buy the P7 sports sedan, that's going to run you around 229,000 to 349 K RMB, which is around $50,000. So that price difference of $20,000 could be significant for some people, but depends on what car you want. I guess if you just want to ride in the SUV and you don't care about having a fast car, then you would get the G3. But if you want something sporty and that looks cool, comparable to the Tesla Model 3, then yeah, you can buy the P7. But the range for the G3 SUV is only about 400 kilometers. The P7's range, I actually see that the battery is an 80 kilowatt per hour battery, which is comparable to what Neo offers. Neo actually offers 70 kilowatt per hour batteries and also 84 kilowatt per hour battery packs, which result in 410 to 510 kilometers, which is 255 to 317 miles. But Neo now has unveiled the 100 kilowatt per hour battery pack, which it's an upgrade because they're going to be able to drive around 382 miles on the new battery pack, I guess. So which is 615 kilometers, which is comparable to Tesla, which offers around 402 miles, which is pretty standard, I guess. But yeah, that's going to be more competitive for NIO and for Xpeng. Xpeng will need to catch up to NIO and Tesla on that. But other than that, guys, I do believe that this stock is going to go up higher in the future. It's a long-term buy for sure, just because of China phasing out combustion fueled vehicles and focusing more on being more environmentally friendly. And this is, like I said, this is also creating innovation and fostering competition between these automakers. And EV makers they're the future in the car industry for sure, and they're going to revolutionize all that. So I see this being big in the future, just like NIO and Tesla. They're going to continue to be bigger and bigger every single month in sales, deliveries, and growth overall. Hey, if you got this far in the video, comment hashtag Xpeng Army. That's how I'll know if you got this far towards the end. So thank you for showing your support. Like the video, comment, like I said, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.